just took the Astro School of Astrology for Beginners.
I want to recommend Astro School of Astrology. I couldn't see myself taking a class from anybody else. That man knows his stuff. The way Astro is going to teach you, you're going to get a really good understanding. You're going to be able to master this information by the time you're done with this course.
We get lit in this class. We dive deep. We uncover some stuff. Some stuff might hurt. It forces you to face yourself. It forces you to learn about you.
And it's information that I've learned so far, I've already been able to incorporate in my life. It's super useful, even if you're not choosing for a career. It can help you out to understand the relationships that you have with close people. So
go ahead and click that button. Pay for the class. What you waiting on? I just took the Astro School of Astrology for Beginners.
Just coming at you again today. Again. That's right. We're going to be doing this a lot. We're going to be talking about something, we get nosy. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I'm pretty nosy. What I mean by nosy is I like knowing stuff. Nosy. Yeah. And that's what I do. I sit down and I psychoanalyze people for a living. And do past life regressions, but the majority of the time I am dissecting people's charts. And yeah, in the media, in the news media nowadays, it's been, relationships have been coming up. We just talked about one yesterday, and now we're about to talk about another one. Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's right. The infamous couple. You'd think that they'd be together forever, right? You say to yourself, man, these people are going to stay married forever. Beyonce is continuously, confessing her undeniable love for her man, how he helped to make her he helped to make her who she is today. That he taught her how to be a woman. Of course. They've been together since she was 16, 17 years old. I mean, she only know a high school sweetheart. That's about it. And anybody else that, she probably, contact or, Jay-Z put her into. There's some wild stories, y'all. Some wild stories. Yep. Apparently, the other day, not the other day, but with the Grammys, when Jay-Z was, had the Grammy in his hand, he was talking about he did what Kanye West did to Taylor Swift when Kanye say Beyonce is supposed to win. Well, Beyonce's nominated again and again. They gave it to Taylor Swift. That's right. So the Beehive was really mad. It was upset. They're still upset to this day. Well, something came out. I don't know what was happening, but if you look at Beyonce's face, she looked really, really, really pissed. Yeah, she was pissed, y'all. She had this look like, yeah. Y'all see that face? That's the uncomfortable look, like, Well, apparently, he was saying some stuff. He was talking about how, this young lady, I don't know if she's gonna be, this young lady's gonna be embarrassed. Now, he never refers to his wife, his woman, his lady as this young lady. I don't know if I'm gonna embarrass her enough, but this young lady, deserved to be so and so. Oh yeah. Let me pull it up for you guys to hear if we can. I don't want to get flagged or people tell me, but literally that's what happened. And she was like, he was like, yeah. She's supposed to win. Y'all are robbing her. You robbed her first and you robbed her second, and now you're robbing her again. We tired of y'all robbing B. All right. Basically, in other words, that's what he's saying. Like, next time he said people aren't even supposed to be on that list. Some people there who deserve to be there who are not even on the list. And he was leaving on and on. But what was the look on Beyonce's face was this right here. She was like, very uncomfortable. She was like, this big nose, big lip has been rapper. Don't just get off the stage. Oh my God. I think about she has been nominated 88 times, the most nominations of any Black person. Yeah, so and she won about 33 of them. Look at the numbers. 33, 88. Damn, sounds like master numbers to me. But either which way, she was really, really embarrassed. And the fact that he mentioned this young lady, y'all can check it out yourself. Go on your own YouTube. I don't want YouTube to flag me and say that I'm, copywriting and dumb shit, stuff like that. But that's what happened. All right. So, I don't know. She just had this angry face. If she could have done something that looked like this, like Jay-Z, this is what I would like to do. Stick a middle finger up in it and just go. I'm not interested. And I was expecting that from her. I really liked these couple, this two couple, power couple. Obviously the most powerful couple in Black entertainment, bar none. Who else? I don't know any other couple that is individually strong, standing by themselves like these two coming together. And boy, when I went and looked at the synastry, at her progress chart, and at their composite chart, it tell a story, y'all. We're going to dig deep into their chart. We're going to look to see if they're breaking up, if they're going to stay married, or if they're going to divorce. All right, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be nosy. We're going to look into their divorce. Now, just for a little bit, before I get into it, we're going to play a little commercial, okay? This one is, is about the astrology class that I have coming up. So I'm going to play this, and y'all we're going to get to it right after.
Hey, class. Okay? How you doing? It's your boy Astro, as you know.
It's back. The Astro Einstein School of Astrology is happy to bring to you the Spring 2024 Beginner's Astrology course. Here's where it all begins. And now returning, the exciting intermediate level. For the stellar students who have graduated the beginner's course and want to learn more, it's your time.
I'm here to share the amazing experience I had taking Astro's Einstein Beginner's Astrology course.
My experience, I came in only really knowing about my sun sign. I was in a class with people who knew their whole natal chart. I was a little intimidated.
We learning new things, new ways, new exciting things that other people not really learning. So
I just want to share that if you're looking for somebody to invest in so that way you become well-renowned in astrology, these are going to be the classes to take, which is with Astro.
The ways I've grown and just understanding myself, my son, my family, the world, how I show up in the world, it's truly impacted me. And I would highly recommend, if you want to know more about yourself, more about how things work.
I had the opportunity to learn a lot about myself, my personality, why I am the way I am in this lifetime.
I'm going to continue to keep taking the classes because it's astrology. The sky's the limit, and he's an amazing teacher.
If you're into these type of things, if you love these type of things, I definitely highly recommend you join the class. I'm actually going to be taking a course next semester. I'm getting back in.
I cannot wait to go to intermediate and beyond. I feel extremely fulfilled. So 10 out of 10, I recommend.
It's just a beautiful experience. What are you waiting for? Sign up, enroll. You're missing out.
Now that you've heard it from our stellar students, Why wait? Register today. And be sure to visit the website for more information and other services. We look forward to seeing you in class soon.
All right. Now we're back. We're back. I see we had some people here, And yeah, welcome to the wonderful world of astrology with Astro Einstein. We're gonna be breaking down charts. Also, at some point we're gonna be doing some charts with you guys, Gonna ask Astro if you got some information that you want to know about when it comes to your chart. That's what we're here to do. We're here to make sure that you get it. You understand. Okay? So that's what's happening today. That's what's going on. And I'm glad that you guys are here listening and learning. Because I'm going to teach you guys as I break down people's chart. I'm not going to leave you you're not going to feel as if you are a beginner. You're going to feel as if you're an expert. You're going to feel like you're following me around because I'm going to teach you whilst we dissect these people's charts. We're going to get in their business. See, people have to wait until we gonna get into their stuff, just period, point blank. They're celebrities. They chose to do this so that we can learn. Okay, that's my story, and I am sticking with it. That is my story, and I am sticking with it. All right. All right. Okay, so I want to send a shout out to everybody who's here. If you're here, just send a shout out. You see what I'm saying? Just send a shout out. We just want to say hi, everybody. Hi, Keish. That's my moderator. That's my partner. And that's my partner. My vice president. That's my, you know what I mean? And she know what she's doing. She know what she's doing. I got Sarah up here. That's right. If you don't hear me say partner, that means that these people are my partners. And the people like to talk about, the idea of cults. They love to call that name an Astro. Astro the cult. Nobody gives a damn on what you got to say about no culture. You mean culture? Yes, culture. We love a culture. That's what we love. We love this thing called culture. And as a matter of fact, talking about cult, and mentioning Jay-z and Beyonce, they too have suffered the idea of people saying that they're in a cult. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Nidra. How you doing? And Nibi, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. All right. There you go. All right. Hey, Liari Jen. I just want to say a shout out before we get into the chart to everybody who's here. Okay. All right. Hello. Hey, Miss Love. What's going on? What's going on, babe? What's going on? I like to hear style in the picture. And Angel Catchings, how you doing? Hey, everybody. So Angel Catchings asked, did she sell her soul for real? Yeah. Ooh, that's a tough one. I don't want no. YouTube, do not flag me. Do not flag me. I'm not gonna say anything at all. All about that. You know what I mean? It could be it's a little rough. It's a little rough. They'd be flagging you for everything. You see what I'm saying? They'd be flagging you for everything. Everything. Hey, Shante Cole, how you doing? Good to see you. Auburn, thanks for being here. Tasha. Hello. Spearson 639. Hey, sugar. All right. So let's get into it. Let's get into the charts. So as you know, I don't know if you know this, but we're gonna be using a bird time that we found out from astrotheme.com. If you want news and charts from celebrities that you have no idea of, astrotheme.com has to me the second widest and longest database when it comes to celebrities and their placements. What they use is use Placidus system, and that's okay. What I do is I transform it into whole sign house system. You can use Placidus. That's your for a take. But me, I use whole sign house system, and they give basic information about different charts and what have you. I want to share with you how it looks so you can be able to understand what it looks like. Okay. So when it comes to this, is how it looks. So Astro Theme has this thing right here. Okay, that's how it looks. And we go to Beyonce, as you can see, she's right there, and it shows her date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. It also gives you different stuff like their moon, their sun, their ascendant, their MC, and the dominant placements, the Chinese astrology, their numerology, birth path, their height. Some of y'all didn't know she was 5'6", didn't you? Mm-hmm. That's right. And look how much views her page had. 1,147,365. That's right. She had a lot of people viewing her page from this website. Now there's going to be more because you get the chance to look at the chart. And this is how the chart looks when you scroll down. It looks like this. However, I change it. As you can see, just based on this chart itself, in her natal chart, she has Pluto, which represents power, control, sexuality, death, sex, the occult, is conjunct her ascendant. She also has Venus exactly conjunct her ascendant. Just a few minutes off, as you can see. But they're all sitting in the sign of Libra. She got a whole stellium in Libra. Pluto, the ascendant, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury. So that's why she's so beautiful, because Libra is a sign that rules beauty and fashion. That's right. That's why Beyonce, is into the beauty and fashion. That's just it. She was born and made for that. Okay. But we're going to pull up our own charts so y'all can understand. As you can see, her moon is in Scorpio. It's conjunct Uranus, sitting in the second house. Yep. That's it, guys. That's it. All right. Have a wonderful day. That's it. Absolutely not. There is more to it. You see, in a natal chart, we progress as time goes on, which means that we are not the same person. We may have the same blueprint for the natal chart, but as we progress, as we get older, our progress chart, the natal chart, progresses. For every year, your chart progresses a day. All right? For every year, your chart progresses one day. So that means that who you were 10 years from now, it's totally different than who you are now. That's why some people put on weight, lose weight, get big, get small, get smarter, get dumber. I'm just saying there's so many things that, can happen. But Jay-Z and Beyonce, Beyonce's chart shows that she progressed into a Scorpio rising. And we're going to share that with y'all so you can be able to see what I'm looking at. Share my screen so I'll be able to see what I'm looking at. There you go. And voila. Well, this is Jay-Z's chart. Let's find Beyonce's chart. All right. This is a natal chart. As you can see, this is a natal chart. Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, Vesta, Venus, Ascendant, and Pluto, all in the sign of Libra. Well, in beauty and fashion and partnership. Okay. The fact that her Pluto is conjunct her ascendant, and Pluto rules power, and Libra rules partnership, shows that she will be seen, because the ascendant represents how you be known, your first impression of people. She'll be known as a beautiful, powerful woman, but also a beautiful and powerful couple, partnership, marriage, period, point blank. Okay, that's just because of Pluto being in the sign of Libra and being conjunct the ascendant. This planet rules power, control. It rules your power and it rules your fear. So wherever this is where you're either fearful of or where you feel powerful. All right. And as you can see, this is how our chart looks. Our sun is in the 12th house, and it's in sign of Virgo. It's a little balanced because Virgo is a sign that rules logic and it rules common sense, and the 12th house goes against that. So basically, her sun being in the 12th house means that y'all only see smoke and mirrors. Y'all don't really see the real person. She rarely shows that. That's just how her chart shows her to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It's exactly what you get. You just get smoke and mirrors, but you get perfectionism because of that same placement of Virgo sitting there. Now, the MC brings about in your chart what you're going to be known for in this world. And I know y'all like, well, MC and Cancer, that don't sound too, wholesome. It sound like, she, a family person, somebody who's nurturing and so on and so. But that's not entirely the case. You see, the 21st degree, which is a 2 and 1, represents 3. And any life path or any number, numerology, 3 represents creative. It represents going out there, entertaining. And that's what this shows. Now, in order to get more information about this, we take a look at the sign. The sign is Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon, her moon, is literally in Scorpio and conjunct Uranus and dark moon Lilith. But you're gonna understand with the moon being in Scorpio and the moon being the ruler of her MC, this means that she will be seen as a sex symbol. Somebody who is very much very sexy, very beautiful, very mystical, very mysterious. People say that this woman's a witch. She's an occult, she's a witch, she's an Illuminati. And it's really pure to the fact that her moon is conjunct Uranus and is in the sign of Scorpio. And her MC, which just tells you about the path a person should be on when it comes to what they're going to be presented to in the world, is here, sitting there doing. And that's what it shows. It shows that she would be powerful. Not only is the moon in the sign of Scorpio, but it's sitting in the second house, which was money and assets and finances. When the ruler of the 10th house is sitting in the second house, this person would be known as being rich, having money, assets, being financially stable. Okay? Whenever the ruler of the second house the ruler of the 10th house is sitting in the second house, this represents somebody who be seen as, that's right, somebody who's financially stable and rich. I can imagine some of you guys already checking your charts, checking to see how strong and how financially strong you are. Is the ruler of your 10th house sitting in your second house? Then you're going to be known for having money. If the ruler is in your first house, sitting, you're going to be famous. Period, point blank. You need to know. The only way you get to know this is if you literally check your charts. She was destined to be rich and to be famous. We're going to show you that in a minute. All right. I want to say shout out to everybody, like I said, to Eric. Nice having you here. Gabrielle on Facebook. What's going on? Tanika Edwards. Good to have you here, sugar. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for being here. Ocean. Hey, what's going on, Ocean Bella? Good to have you. All right. So let's get into their chart. Let's get into it. Let me pull it back up again so you could be able to look at this groundbreaking chart. All right, there you go. And as we pull up our chart, we're going to take a look. As you can see, I'm going to tap into her secondary progress chart. So we looked at the fact that she's rich, she's money, she has this thing going on. North Node in the 10th house represents being, strong, being known as somebody who is going to, their career path is what they're supposed to do. Because a North Node is in the 29th degree. That's master number. That's a 2 + 9 = 11, which means that she has a greater goal. Whenever you see these placements, this represents somebody who is here to reach the collective unconscious. Okay. All right. And the fact that her moon, which is the ruler of her MC in her North Node, is sitting in second house, her purpose is to get rich, to be rich and famous. That's right, to be rich and famous, to be seen as mysterious, mystical. You got to dig deep, sexual, occultist. Because you don't like to call her occultist, right? And that's what happened. Yeah, I don't know. Did she sell her soul for money? I don't know. If you could take a look at her second house, you can see she has Juno there, and is in Scorpio, which means that y'all, Beyonce a little freak, y'all. She a little sexual freak. That's right. She a little freak. I'm telling you now. Based upon Scorpio, dark moon Lilith and Scorpio. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z couldn't look he couldn't look past her for a while until he started cheating. And then you get the moon in Scorpio. And then she has Uranus in Scorpio and dark moon Lilith. And dark moon Lilith Scorpio can give off essence of being very dark. So is she a witch? Yes. This chart says that she is a witch. She got Pluto conjunct ascendant, moon in Scorpio, conjunct Uranus. She got Juno there, and she have dark moon Lilith. Libra is ruled by this asteroid, Juno, according to modern astrologers, and it's in Scorpio, right? Her moon, which represents the MC, is in Cancer and is ruled by the moon, and the moon is in Scorpio. Y'all see where I'm going at with this? Do y'all get where I'm going at with this? Even when it came to her fifth house has romantic relationships and children. And her Uranus, this planet here rules Aquarius, and it's in Scorpio. Right. So even her children and her romantic partners, so sex art, her thing that she finds fun, her natural talent is in darkness and spirituality, the occult. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, but it is what it is. Now, looking at a progress chart, she's progressing to being a Scorpio rising now. Okay? She still has the Uranus in her first house and it's conjunct her ascendant. And I know y'all see. So whenever there's somebody who has Uranus conjunct the ascendant, these people do things and wear things to shock people. Okay? They do things and wear things to shock people. And let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. I was going to ask this, but I was glad that you guys are here. Yo, what the hell is going on with Beyonce? Y'all see this? What the hell is going on with her? And you know what that is? She just don't give a shit. She don't care. She does not care. She's like, I'ma just be different. And that's due, as y'all can see, to her Uranus being conjunct her ascendant. She just gonna wear some outrageous shit. Some of y'all gonna be like, yeah, I like Beyonce, but damn, Beyonce, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? So the question is, could you tell if someone sells their soul on a natal chart? We gonna see. Okay, there's no such thing as the devil. Who are you selling your soul to? Oh, that is such a religious conversation. But yeah, that don't make no sense to me. All right, it doesn't. So I mean, and if y'all believe it, that's up to y'all. But I'm trying to figure out, like, yeah, for real though, y'all, please tell me what's going on with her. What's this? What's going on? Did she turn to cowboy? That's probably what happened. She turned into cowboy. And what's we're gonna look at Jay-Z's chart, but I just want to give y'all a little look at what's going on with her chart, like as it pertains to how she's presenting herself, because that right there ain't making no sense. Okay, it's not making any sense at all whatsoever. So back to her chart, as you can see, as the Scorpio rising, as she's progressed herself to be, she also has her sun sitting in the 12th house, conjunct Pluto, conjunct Jupiter. All right, conjunct Mercury. The 12th house is the house of hidden things, past life trauma, and past traumas. When the sign of Libra, which represents partnership, marriage, commitment, long-term commitments, open enemies, is sitting in the 12th house, and you have the sun there, you have Jupiter there, you have Saturn there, Ceres there, Pluto there, and Mercury there, there's a clear indication that there's some hidden things going on inside a relationship or marriage. And it's coming to the forefront. As a matter of fact, that Pluto conjunct the sun shows that this is going to be deep. Now, this is the progress chart. When you see the sun next year on the 20 on when this turned into 24 degree. Okay, it's going to be conjunct Pluto. Exactly. And in the sign of Libra, I feel like something really terrible is going to happen in her relationship with her and Jay-Z. I feel like they're gonna break up. Either that or it's going to be a struggle on social media or out in the public. And why do I say that? It's because Juno, right here, the ruler of Libra, is sitting in the first house. All right, it's sitting in the first house of presenting yourself to the world, your first impression. Okay, and if the ruler of these planets is in the first house, even though these planets are in the 12th house, it brings 12th house or hidden things to the pop. It brings it out. It brings it out, straight out to the public. All right, period, point blank. There's no escaping it. Not only that, her MC, which represents, the way you're standing in the world, is Virgo on. And Virgo, as we in my school teach that Chiron, this thing right here, is the ruler of Virgo. And it's sitting in the 7th house of marriages and long-term commitments. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? And Venus is Sagittarius in the 2nd house. So I feel like there's going to be a struggle as it pertains to the relationship. It's going to come to the forefront. Everybody's going to know about it. All right. Period, point blank. We got more to dissect when it comes to Beyonce, when it comes to her relationships with Jay-Z. All right. As you can see, when I talked about the Juno being the marriage partner as well, is conjunct widely the ascendant. Okay. Widely the ascendant. Still conjunct by 7 degrees, but it's still widely conjunct. All right. I just want to break this into parts. Oh, we can't see it. Oh, y'all couldn't see it. Y'all couldn't see the chart. All right. I apologize. I don't know why the picture is there. So let me share it again so you'll be able to see. Terribly sorry about that. Let me share it again so you'll be able to take a look at it, and we'll be able to move on from there. All right, because I want y'all to get this. I want y'all to see this. This is serious. All right, there you go. So these placements right here is like a stellium sitting in the 12th house, the house of hidden things, of hidden enemies. Okay, right here, all right here. If you got placements in your 12th house, there's the possibility that these things, whatever these things represent, can be like an Achilles heel. It could bring you down. It could, it could be a hidden enemy. It could be something that you use to basically self-sabotage yourself. And based upon this, it seems as if, according to this, the thing that's going to sabotage her is her romantic relation. Her marriage is going to go down. Okay? It's going to go down. Her Juno, which represents the marriage partner, is widely conjunct Dark Moon Lilith, conjunct the Ascendant, but it's in Scorpio, which means that the partner is going to come to the forefront. And because it's in Scorpio, conjunct Dark Moon Lilith widely, shows that some dark sexual things that the partner may have been taking part in is going to show up in public. The hidden things, because Pluto rules Scorpio, conjunct the Sun in the 12th house, was going to bring it to the forefront. All right, they won't be able to escape it. All right. Hope y'all follow me. I'm just coming to check to see if what's going on. Let me. All right. Let me check y'all comments, because this comments is be it for me. Let me see. Say what did she say? Neptune Exchange says, look how she got people under her spell. Very noticeable. Oh, sing it, ladies. Johnson says, oh yeah, occultist for sure. Yeah, definitely. And that's why many people are so curious about her right now. Angel Catching said, I definitely said that about the hair. It looks it looks fried. Y'all are hilarious. So Stacey Micah said, okay, she has a country song that just came out. All right. We gonna give her a pass. Since she got a country song that came out, what the hell she doing singing country? What the hell she doing? That's something different. That still falls underneath the Uranus Aquarius energy. You know what I mean? And all right. It's just crazy. Wait. And then we also, Keisha said, Solange had that look also on her Almeda album when I got home film. When it got home film. Damn, that's crazy. A divorce, you can tell that's what she is talking about on a new song, 16 Carriages. She got a new song named 16 Carriages? Damn, that's crazy. I want to say hello. Hey Mariana, how you doing? Nice to have you here. Thank you for being here, Sugar. Appreciate you. Hey Erica. Erica asked a question. Where's my husband? I just need help locating him. Show me on my chart. You know what? We definitely have to take a look at that, okay? Said he was on Epstein list and all the truth is coming out soon. Oh my gosh. Really? I had no idea this. All right. I had no idea this. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at Jay-Z's chart. Since we are on Beyonce's chart, we could tell we're going to just, get over that. Now we're going to look at Jay-Z's chart. Okay. Let me just put up. So when I screen share this, it's going to be right there. All right. Okay. Let me screen share. And voila. And boom. There you go. All right. So as you can see, his natal chart, he has Pluto conjunct his ascendant. So you already know, just like Beyonce has Pluto conjunct the ascendant, which makes the people powerful. That's right, y'all. If you have Pluto conjunct your ascendant, there's a possibility that you can be a sex symbol. You could be seen as somebody who's an occult, somebody who's powerful. Okay. And everybody already know that Jay-Z has some control issues. He's a perfectionist when it comes to his business, so to speak. And he's a Virgo rising. His sun is in Sagittarius. His moon is in Libra. All right. His moon is in Libra. That's what it is. Now we're gonna look at their how their life is presented as it pertains to their relationship. But let's go back into his chart. And somebody's like, well, what about Jay-Z? What's going on? I'm gonna tell you something, okay? I've been doing a study in astrology on the dark moon Lilith. All right. And what I've discovered with dark moon Lilith, that's this thing right here, went in a late degree when Mars and dark moon Lilith is in a late degree in Cancer. That normally represents, and what my studies and I've learned over the time, the majority of the time in my studies, almost about 87% of the time, this is a molestation from a family member, a friend or associate who's a part of the family. And looking at this chart, I could tell, because it's sitting not in his 12th house, but his 11th house, that based upon his chart, that Jay-Z probably was touched at a young age by a distant family member. This could be either a stepdad or a friend of the family or something of that nature, based upon the fact that it's sitting in the 11th house, right? Which represents a sort of a detachment, meaning that this isn't a family member. This is a distant family member. This is somebody who they consider a family member, like, a stepdad or an auntie's husband or uncle's auntie. Based upon this is what I see. All right, that something happened that he may have never divulged into public. And that's what I see. Based upon this, like we talked about, That can be also a connection of being powerful, but also being very, how should I put it, sexual in nature. There's another sign that he could also delve into the the extreme sexually. When there's a Mars in Aquarius in a male's chart, there's a strong possibility that there's no barrier when it comes to sex. See, sex, which is represented by Pluto and Mars, when it meets the sign of Aquarius, this represents experimentation. I said it, experimentation, especially in the sign of Aquarius. And it's sitting in the sixth house of work and service, which means that, co-workers, people who work for him, these are people who we get, connect with and do these things, so to speak. Now, just like Beyonce, Jay-Z's progress chart has gone into Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising. And as a Scorpio rising, as you know, people will feel that mystical, mysterious, like occultist sort of energy, like he is the Illuminati. All right. The Illuminati or naughty, so to speak. Now, looking at his MC, which represents his career path and what's going to be happening in the future, he has his dark moon Lilith in Leo conjunct his MC. And let me tell you something, this actually grows. So this is going to change and go into 18 degree, 19 degree, 20 degree. The closer this gets to this, the closer his sexual stuff gets exposed. Exposed. Also, whenever the second house ruler is sitting in the first house, this person will be known as a rich person. They're going to be seen as a rich person, but somebody who's powerful because of Jupiter's in Scorpio, and Scorpio rules other people's money, right? It rules occultism. It rules, and this is why people think that Jay-Z is in the Illuminati. It's because of the same placement. Now, with the MC is the ruler of the MC, because MC is in Leo. Leo is ruled by the sun, and his sun is conjunct Venus, conjunct Pallas, and is in Aquarius. He himself is taking a strange turn when it comes to presenting himself. All right. Don't Jay-Z look a little bit like Cat Williams in that picture? Come on now. Come on. I know it's not just me. It ain't just me who think that Jay-Z looks like Beyonce there. I mean, he looks like he literally looks like, y'all know who I'm talking about. He looks like Cat Williams with that hair just like that. Just like that. All right. Okay. So we already see the basis. Now, first and foremost, in a composite chart is when you combine one chart with the next and they meet halfway in between. So my Venus is in Sagittarius and your Venus is in let's just say Aquarius. It'll meet halfway in between. All right. But it'll possibly be like in Capricorn. All right. So it'll meet in Capricorn. So our combined Venus would be in Capricorn. And it's the same way with the composite chart. And wherever two planets meet, that's the most powerful impact, which means that it impacts the person, the two people involved. And we're going to look at their composite chart as of today. We're going to look at the composite chart as it was when they met each other. The composite chart as today. And we're going to dissect it. Wait, hold up. What it said, Spencer said, him and his good friends is good friends. You know, the one that used to be all in the videos. y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. All right. Teeny Woo said what it means when the lines overlap when comparing two charts. It's an aspect. It's called an aspect. So that's what happens in these things. Okay. So we're gonna pull up. Y'all are messy. Jack, goddamn. I love y'all. Y'all give me life. Y'all give me life. Hold up. Let's look at this. All right. So this is his progress chart. All right. As you can see, he's still when the ruler of the second house is still sitting in the first. That means he's still fairly a rich person. It's going to be like that for quite some time. I give it about if he lives, he's going to basically, if he lives in another 21 years, he's going to live until he's still going to be rich. So they ain't gonna, that is not going to do anything for him, that they persecute him. And they are going to persecute him, by the way. They're going to hang him out to dry. For sure, they're going to try to. All right. And based upon his friends, you want to know how I know that? Because look where his Pluto is. His Pluto is in the 11th house of friends and associates. All right, friends and associates. So let me look at y'all at this. So listen, did y'all know that Jay-Z, Beyonce, okay, yes, allegedly. Sorry, Keisha, I know we got to be politically correct. All right, apparently, allegedly, Jay-Z actually was supposed to have a party after the Grams, and he canceled the whole party because he did not want to uninvite, the guy who'll be dancing in people videos, all up in the videos, that guy, and he just canceled the party. And now that same Diddy is going to expose these people who are turning their backs on him. He's like, oh, y'all think I'm going down by myself? I am going to expose all of y'all. I was asked the other day, I think it's yesterday. Somebody asked me, why don't you do a synastry? Why don't you do a composite chart between Jay-Z and P. Diddy, or a synastry? Let's see if they was doing it. I'm like, and I'm like, God damn, y'all is messy. Y'all got me digging inside. Y'all got me digging in everybody's business. That's all right. We're going to have fun with this because we're going to learn astrology. And guess what? You won't be able to refute it because it's right in front of our faces. We're seeing it live in their life because they chose to be public figures so we could look at them, all right? So we could study them. So let's take a look at their synastry chart again. Their composite chart. So we're going to look at it from a perspective of, let's look at Jay-Z's natal composite. We're going to make a composite with his and Beyonce's natal chart. There it is, Beyonce's natal chart. And this is what they presented to us when they first got together. This is what they presented to us. They presented us something different, right? They presented us something completely different. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this to be exactly how I wanted. Okay. All right, save. We're gonna handle this later. Fix this. Oh, there you go. Settings. Let's change it to whole sign. Change the whole sign, goddammit. Anyway, so they're progressed. Their composite chart from their natal chart shows that, the Virgo rising shows a little perfect little comp. Libra rising ascendant shows a little perfect little couple. You know what I mean? And the best partners ever. Their ascendant is still conjunct Pluto, as you can see, which means that they'll be seen as a powerful magnetic couple. Okay. All right. It's sitting in the sign of Libra. So we know that they were going to be a powerful couple looking at their natal composite chart. Their moon, well, first and foremost, their MC, which represents how they be presented into the world, is also in Cancer as well, right? Cancer is ruled by the moon, and their moon is in Libra, which means that they present themselves to the world as a beautiful couple. And because the sun is conjuncted, because Jupiter is conjuncted, this shows a powerful, very financially stable, because it's in the second house, couple. Somebody who shines out there, putting themselves out there as the perfect couple of the world. Now, you want to know if they were doing some freaky deaky eeky shit? We're going to look right now. Now, I'm trying to change this into the whole sign out system, but the software I'm using won't allow me to do that. So we have to do calculation. Now, the ascendant is in Libra. That means the first house is in Libra. That means the seventh house has Aries. That means that Chiron and Vertex are not in the eighth house. They're actually in the seventh in Libra. Okay. And when that happens, there is conflict. That means that when they met, there's some aggression. Well, Mars is in the eighth house, but Chiron is in the eighth house, in the seventh house, which represents that they're pretty good at helping people to look really good in relationships, but they don't necessarily do the best in their own. Even when it comes to the Venus and the Mercury in Scorpio, you could tell that there is some toxic energy. Venus is never comfortable in the sign of Scorpio. Never. I don't care what you say. If you got Venus in Scorpio, you toxic. I don't care what you say. You a toxic human being. And it's all right. Just work it out. As time progresses, your chart will change. All right. When it comes to there's been fights. The fact that they were Libra ascendant in the composite chart and Pluto conjuncted Jupiter. So they do better being together because of all these placements sitting in there and their that house. When the second house ruler, which is actually Scorpio, which is Pluto, is sitting in the first house, they're going to be known as a rich couple, right? Rich, powerful couple. All right. Now we're going to go into another composite chart. All right. And we're going to look at Jay-Z's. Is this Beyonce or Jay-Z's secondary? So this is Jay-Z's secondary. We're going to do a composite chart with who they are now. Yes, I want to do this. God damn it. Just let me do it. And let's look at Beyonce's secondary progress chart. And we're going to look at how the composite chart looks now. So this is how the composite chart together looks now. Okay. The composite chart shows that the ascendant is in Scorpio. They got the south node in Scorpio. House Athena in Scorpio. Uranus is Scorpio in the first house. As you know, that means they're seen as a powerful couple. They're going to be seen and known as somebody who is very magnetic, very strong, very powerful couple. But that is not the theme of this conversation. The theme of conversation is, are they going to break up? Are they going to divorce? Now, divorce is seen through the seventh house. And the seventh house ruler, when the seventh house ruler make an aspect to Uranus, Pluto, there's a strong indication that this couple can be divorced. I don't want to show you where it shows that in this chart. All right. So when looking at this Venus here, because Venus right here is an 8th degree, Venus rules Taurus. And the Venus is in Capricorn, which rules, traditional structure in a relationship, and sitting in the third house of communication. Juno is also there as well. So this is a struggle for Beyonce and Jay-Z. They probably want to stay together, but forces may change that. All right, this is more so a person that can endure a relationship based upon stability. However, this Venus is making a square to Pluto in Libra in the 12th house. So even though they're going to give off the idea that they are together, they're going to pull off a Will and Jada on us. That's right. They're going to pull off a Will and Jada. They're going to stay together secretly, because you see the Pluto in the 12th house ruling secrets. They're going to tell people, because the third house rules communication, that they are stable. However, in secret, they are not together. They actually, I feel as if, are going to be divorced without even people knowing that they're divorced. There's a strong possibility that this may be taking place right now. Okay? Right now as we speak. Whenever Neptune is conjunct the sun, Neptune represents, spirituality, intuition, psychic ability, dreams. But it also rules escapisms, it rules lies and deceptions, cheating. And whenever the sun is conjunct this Neptune, this represents the core of the relationship being a lie. And because the ruler, because the 10th MC, which represents how you can be seen in the world, is Leo in the 25th degree, and Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is conjunct Neptune, that means the world is going to see the lies and deception about their about their relationship, the core of who they are. All right. How I say this is because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is in Libra, ruling partnership and marriage, sitting in the 12th house of hidden things. These people are going to be divorced. Ain't nobody gonna know that they're gonna be divorced. Nobody's gonna know. All right. All right. Jamal Williams says, I've been feeling that Jay-Z and Beyonce aren't actually couple behind closed doors, but more so for public publicity, if you get what I mean. Definitely. I like that. All right. I like the fact I agree with you. I totally agree with you. If they say people be wanting the tea. Yes. Well, we sharing out the tea. Whether they like it or not, we sharing the tea. Let's take a look and see how their children feel about this and how their children are going to be affected by them separating. That's what we're going to look at. And in order for you to look at to know how that's going to happen, you take a look at the 5th house. The 5th house in the composite chart. Take a look and let's see how they are affected today by their parents. So as a Scorpio rising as a composite chart, they have Pisces on the 5th house of children. They got Eros there, they got Amor there, and they have part of fortune there. Now Pisces is ruled by the planet Neptune. And as you can see, we looked at earlier, we saw that the Neptune is conjunct the sun, the core of the partnership. Okay, how they present themselves to the world, how they are, because the sun rules the 10th house, which represents your public standing, your stature, how you present to the world. And when you have the ruler of the 5th house being Neptune and being conjunct the sun, these children are also going to be affected very strongly. Their sense of self-worth, because Neptune is sitting in the 2nd house, it represents a sense of self-worth. They're going to feel a type of way. They are going to be affected by this, for sure. This may put them on a path of spirituality because of the sign of Sagittarius. So this may be a lesson for them, for the kids, right? It may be a lesson for them in this nature. Yeah, so that's what I see when it comes to that, with their romantic relationships. Will it play out? This moon in the 10th house shows that we're gonna see, because remember now, wherever the moon is where it's ups and downs, is where your emotions is. We all know how it looks. All right. We all know how it looks when you feel a type of way. All right. When you feel a type of way, you're gonna have this look on your face. Yeah. That's the kind of look that you're going to have on your face when you feel as if somebody's putting you in an uncomfortable position. So as it pertains to these people, their kids are going to be affected. These people are probably not together and keeping it separate. They're not going to tell people that they are divorced or they're getting divorced. They won't share that with anybody because of the fact that the Jupiter, the ruler of the sun in the progress chart, is sitting in the 12th house in Libra. They won't share any of that. No, I don't think she'll ever let the people know, or they would. They're going to try to give us some smoke and mirrors. But we see y'all. You can't hide from us. We got all the tea. We got all your tea right here, and it's okay. I don't revel in y'all breaking up. I don't revel in the fact that y'all staying together. We just are using this information so we can learn ourselves, so we could actually, learn astrology a little bit more. So it's not me, bashing, because I like Jay-Z. I don't care if y'all don't like him. I like him. And I love me some Beyonce. These two people, I love them. I don't care what they say about them. They're occultists. They're the Illuminati. They sell the soul. Obviously they talked about having, sacrifice people. And that was another question I asked. Can they see it? And I want to say this to you, okay? You want me to look to see if they did something to Leah? That's right. The finger. You gets the finger. Okay? Because I'm not doing it. I'm going to do it on my private time. I'm not going to share it on YouTube, on Facebook. You won't ever get to see me talk about it. Not on this social media. Okay? All right? That's period, point blank. Now, if y'all got some tea, if y'all got some people that y'all want to, delve into and what have you. Oh, y'all. Let me go back to that composite chart and let's predict something that's gonna happen. We already predict some things. We already predict that. We're gonna predict something else. We're gonna look at something else in that chart. And let's see what we can see. As it pertains to their money, as a collective, Neptune, Sun. So when the ruler of the 10th house is sitting in the second, we already know they can be known for money. So their money situation, it won't be down. They'll be a powerful couple. Let's see. Mercury is sitting in the 3rd house in Capricorn, and the rule of Saturn is in Cancer. Okay, what aspects does it make to anything else? It makes a. Okay. We already know it makes a square to Pluto. So that could be a little chip in the assets and the finances based upon what people see. But one of these persons may have to detach the other, because the other person is going to bring that other person down. It's going to happen. All right. It's going to happen. Oh, I see 1 or 2 persons going on tour. I see the Chiron is sitting in Aries in the 6th house. That's work. And Aries is in Gemini in the 8th house in Gemini. I see work. I see somebody going on tour. I don't know if this tour is. Wait, the moon is in Leo. 10,000. So this could also be a tour that's in a different country. One of these partners, or 2 of them, may possibly take on a tour in a different country. They're probably tired of United States people chopping them up anyway. So that's what I see. That's what I foretell by their combination, by them being together. That's what's going on. All right. Thank you all for tuning in to your boy Astro. As you know, is an hour. I like to keep you up for an hour, not too long, and just to get into the tea. Until tomorrow, y'all.